Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Jay?
I have a question for you.
Please.
Have you seen in the news that someone out there has been left hooking everybody?
I didn't see it. I lived it.
I'm sure. There's a news article I just read that someone's going around left hooking everybody, and their left hook is actually being brought up on assault charges. Is there something you want to tell me?
Yeah. I've started burning my fingerprints off. Do we want to get into this on air?
I kind of do.
Okay, go ahead. What do you know?
I don't know much, but I see you have an ice bag on your left hand,
Mm-hmm.
and your left arm just seems a little more jacked than the right one today.
I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
You want to know why?
I want to know why.
It's because I train at Goombas.
Oh.
Okay? And there's a lot of assholes out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Goombas is the solution.
There are so many fucking assholes.
Thank God for Joe Scubis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knocking fools out left and right. 60 Main Street, Tonawanda, if you want to join me.
Yeah, is there a phone number?
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not giving it out.
Okay, good.
Yeah. He doesn't need any more business because it's booming in there.
Yeah, it is. I've noticed.
716-507-7542. If you want to box and learn from the best, go see Joe at Goombas. Guy's phenomenal.
Yeah, he is.
Can I bring up one thing?
Yeah.
There's a girl there. Okay?
Is she as handsome as you and Joe Scooby?
Yeah. She's really handsome.
Okay.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Whoa.
Tall drink of water.
Come on.
Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're listening.
Does she?
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's great. She hasn't been boxing long. But again, because... Sorry about that. I just left hook.
Oh, my God.
Microphone.
You're going to need to settle down.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Stop.
You want to talk about that?
I want to talk about
Here's
this.
what happened.
Joe just fucking left hooked his microphone, and I don't think we're going to be able to get through this podcast because it's slumpy now.
Yeah, it needs a cut man. My microphone needs a cut man right now.
Yeah.
Stitch Duran, where are you?
So we're looking for an intern right now and also a cut man.
Both fired.
Yeah, you're fired anyway.
Fired immediately. Jess.
Yeah.
She's only been boxing for like 3 months.
Uh-huh.
And because of Joe, and because of, she did PTs the whole time, for the first however long. She looks fucking great.
She's killing it.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to ask her to dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to blow up my spot here.
Well.
And a lot of other women are going to be mad.
I mean.
But then if she says yes, I've got someone to defend me.
You're right, Hook.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what we're not allowed to do there, though?
What's that?
Oh, first of all, let me just go over these prices. $45 a month to box as much as you want.
That's unheard of. For the quality of that gym.
$25 for an hour private. $10 for a half hour. One-on-one with Joe.
Unheard of.
He would do it. He wouldn't even do it for money. He loves boxing that much.
Wow.
We're going to get him on here. But one thing you're not allowed to do at that gym, and I did it once, okay? I was, hitting the bag.
Mm-hmm.
I usually do about 6 rounds on the bag before I go and do my mitt work.
Poor bag.
Yeah, please. Well, here's the deal. So I was like, I want to try something that I saw at Pride.
Mm-hmm.
And I threw a kick.
Oh, no.
And Joe was like, no. He literally said, I don't want to ever see you kick that bag again.
Oh, no.
And I said, well, Jay does it. And you know what he said? Who's Jay? And then I left.
You kicked the bag?
Point being, they're punching bags.
Yeah.
They're made for
Yeah.
the hands.
The directions are in the name of it.
Right. They're not the 900-pound bags that you be folding in half over at Pride.
Mm-hmm.
What's the deal there? I mean, it's a little scary watching you kick that bag. I'm not gonna lie. When we were over there at Pride, and the first time I met you, we walked back and you were like, "Hey, I'm Jay," and then just your natural greeting was, and then this is I kick bags, and then you kick this bag, And I felt my soul fold. And I was like, what the fuck? Who is this guy? Who the fuck is that guy? And wow. And,
Thank you.
that I-beam wasn't there until you started training.
Yeah.
They used to just have them hanging from the walls.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put I-beams in
Yeah.
just for you.
There was 2 I-beams, but I broke the other one.
Mm-hmm. I heard about that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Heard Nancy was mad about it.
She's the one who had to clean up my I-beam.
Tell me about Pride,
mess.
because I think people are going to want to just go there and pay the monthly fee just to see you kick.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
Well, first of all, they should.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
For such a low price, it's for the value. Okay, fuck pricing right now. Let's just talk about the value.
Let's talk about value.
Like we talked about before, I grew up doing Taekwondo, so I know my kicks.
Yep.
I'm Samoan.
Mm-hmm.
I have a vicious kick.
And you're handsome.
Thank you.
There it is. Black belt.
And even if I had no training, I would just have strength. But none of that matters without form.
No,
None of it.
I know.
Fuck it. I went to kick someone in a fight once, and if I landed it, he would have died.
Right.
Instead, I hit a house, and the whole house fucking fell.
And that was the Tunguska event, everybody. If you've heard of it in Russia, we don't know the answers. Just I think that's breaking news. Now, let me ask you. Okay, so it's a mixed martial arts place.
Yes.
But I can't learn forms there, can I?
You sure can. Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Let me tell you all about
Drop
it.
that bass.
You can come in there for not only MMA as a whole, but you can learn individual forms. Like you can come in for your Taekwondo. Taekwondo has an excellent program. They have multiple people that come in and help the entire class, because there's a lot of people, but they have enough black belts walking around and fixing everyone's form as they come in.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it's hard for one guy to keep an eye on everybody sometimes.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. I've been to so many other places, and I've just, even if I wasn't practicing there, I went in and just watched, just to see how the program was set up.
Sure.
And this is God's honest truth. You go in there, and it has somebody else's name on the door, and you're like, oh, wow, yeah, I've heard of this guy. He's got a lot of credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Well, where is he? He's not teaching the fucking class. I know that.
He's eating TV dinners at home.
Yeah, it's some Chinese dude's name written right across it. And then you walk in, you're like, yeah, this dude fucking knows his shit. You walk in, and it's a pretty white lady teaching the class.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
That, probably qualified,
Sure.
I'd say. But it's not her name on the door.
No.
The difference...
It doesn't say Janice on the door in Chinese letters.
Yeah, that's not Janice.
No.
But you come to Pride, and god damn, he is there from Master Patterson.
Todd Patterson, Master Patterson.
Yeah. He's there from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night, unless he schedules a personal session.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's there for as long as you allotted your own time. So he'll stay late with you. Let me just share a quick story. This was kind of a moment we had. So I'm walking in, and I'm like, yeah, I got my boxing gloves. I'm ready to go through the whole class. And he saw me over there trying to wrap my hand. And he kind of gives me this look. Like, you can tell from listening to the episode where he was on. He gave me that look.
Yeah.
The look with the deep voice. And he's like, hey, Jay. What are you doing over there? And I was like, I'm just wrapping my hands, no big deal. He's like, okay, now
20 minutes passed, because that's Jay for you.
Yeah. Well, slightly perfectionist. I need to make sure. I might not be on time, everybody, but I'll fucking make it happen.
But that time's going to be perfect.
Every time.
Every time.
I'm wrapping my hands, and he's all interested. What are you doing? And I'm like wrapping my hands, and he comes over, and he's like, hey, after class, I'm gonna teach you several ways. We sat there after class. So class ended at 9 p.m. And we sat there. It was kind of romantic. The lights were dimmed. It was just me and him, like with a mat, just like with a beam of light. And we're sitting there on the chairs. And he's going now. I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about because I only know one way, and he's showing me like 12 different ways of 12 different boxers.
Sure.
And he goes into all this detail, and I'm like, I'm more appreciative of the fact that he took the time to help me master one way and then show me 15 other ways.
I'm tearing up over here.
I know, I'm getting choked up.
Yeah, and he's like, and he's, I don't know, he's got one of those faces that when he's teaching you something, you ever get like a little hypnotized?
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Between that and his voice?
Could you imagine being a lady?
Yeah. No.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
So he finishes teaching me it, and you know, I felt like that should have been a moment I should have had with my dad, but but it was great. He took the extra time and took an extra 40 minutes just because he went over in detail every rap, every motion, every way it comes around and loops.
That's really cool.
And it was great.
That's
and
great.
He took the extra time. You know, obviously there was no charge because you saw me struggling with something, and he fucking helped me master it.
That's really awesome.
So, right there, I knew that was my home.
Yeah.
This was obviously when I first started there.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So, back to what I was originally saying. He takes the extra time and goes over everything with everyone.
Yeah.
If he sees you struggling, either he's going to correct you on the spot or wait if you need extra help and take the time after class to really work on something.
A dude lives and breathes martial arts.
Yeah.
Lives and breathes it.
So, yeah, that's where I learned to perfect those snap nasty kicks.
Okay, but if we're in the area,
Yeah.
how do I find that place?
Oh, well, if you're anywhere alive on Earth, you can check out www.
3 W's?
3 W's.
Whoa. There it is.
www.buffalokickbox.com. Check them out. That's www.buffalokickbox.com. Pride Martial Arts. They're located in Clarence, New York. 9135 Sheridan Drive in Clarence. And feel free to call Nancy anytime.
Even after hours.
Even after hours.
She's there.
In fact,
only after hours.
you know what? I'm going to get her phone number, her cell phone number, so that anyone in the world can call her and set up an appointment.
Because she's all too ready to do whatever it takes.
It's worth it.
It's totally worth it.
It's totally worth it.
Awesome. Pride Mixed Martial Arts, everybody. Go there and train under the best.
Yeah. So, speaking of the best, bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've noticed. I'm not even gonna say body. I noticed that bod you've got is fucking rock hard.
Shredded. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever see what was it, the Kool-Aid Man bust through a wall and leave his imprint?
Yeah.
I don't know if you realize this, but the door was closed on your way in.
I have paid attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noticed. Because now that I'm looking back at Studio One's door.
Yeah. Or what used to be a door.
Yeah, there's this V-shaped cut coming directly through the it looks like there's a triangle. Fucking I'm looking at this wall right now. There's a triangle shape missing out of my fucking door.
Yeah.
And it seems to be in the shape of your body.
Yeah.
Not, like wide at the top, and then it narrows down towards the penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the whole bottom out is gone because of the rest of the penis. But can you maybe share why
Yeah.
it looks like that?
Yeah. I could definitely share that with you. I do this thing Saturdays. Saturday mornings.
Most Saturday.
When I'm there. When there's not a miscommunication or a double sleep in. For reference to that, people listen to the last episode 6. I train with kettlebells.
What?
Yeah.
Is a kettlebell?
A kettlebell is a round ball of metal that weighs a specified weight, anywhere from 4 pounds to 208 pounds, with a handle that you maneuver and use for functional strength. And I've found it to be the best thing that I've ever found. Mm-hmm. That's not the only thing. You could have a kettlebell and you could do wonderful things. But if you don't have a good teacher,
Okay.
a good instructor,
Mm-hmm.
you're lost. And I was lost for a year and a half. I was doing things wrong. And I was still getting gains, everybody. But I trained under a beautiful woman. Beautiful.
What's her name?
Her name's Amanda. She goes by Mandy.
Mandy what?
Hellinger.
Mandy Hellinger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that a powerful fucking name?
That is powerful.
Does it fit her or what?
It fits your left hook, but
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna start calling your left fucking hook the Hellinger.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it's helped. Kettlebells work on your core, and if you don't have a strong core, you're not hitting hard. Wow, that's loud.
That's loud.
That's yeah. Rip it.
How long have you been training with Miss Hellinger?
Not long. Maybe 3-4 months.
Wow, and it took you to the next level
That quickly.
Now, let me ask you this. Is it beneficial if you're just beginning, like just starting, not really sure if you're into kettlebell workouts, to grab a kettlebell starting low weight and check out some YouTube videos?
I'm going to go ahead and advise against that.
Okay.
Unless we put it up.
Okay.
Okay. Because we'd be using Amanda. You could go to Strong First, okay, which is what Amanda is certified through,
right?
Which is the #1 place to get certified through. And you could check out some videos, but all in all, you need to go find yourself an instructor. And a way to do that is to find Mandy herself, if you're in the Buffalo area.
Can we do that?
Yeah, you can find her at ahellinger644@gmail.com. That's ahellinger644@gmail.com. Throw her a bone. Tell you what, throw her a bone and hit her up and get some instruction there. She's at the Pilates Co-op in Orchard Park.
Okay.
Southwestern Boulevard.
Wow.
Best instruction there is. She knows her shit. She's strong as a fucking gorilla. And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So there.
Is she as beautiful as a gorilla? Because I think they're fucking gorgeous.
Beautifuler. She's a savage. You know.
I know.
She's a fucking savage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool chick. Cool chick.
Cool as fuck.
Just feels like one of the guys.
Yeah.
You know? Very cool.
One more question.
Yeah.
Now, kettlebell workouts.
Yeah.
How does this benefit body mechanics? And how would it help someone, particularly in MMA, get the best cardio, if you will? Can you get cardio?
Oh my
working
god!
Out with a kettle?
No.
Kettlebell?
Yes. I would say that if you do sprints, you're doing kettlebells are pretty much the same thing. When you do these things they call supersets with kettlebells, it puts your heart rate right at the peak that it needs to be to build cardio.
Okay.
You're swinging something, but you're activating your entire body and you're going 100% to swing that kettlebell. So, and that it's harder than doing sprints.
Wow.
It's definitely, you have to engage your quads, your glutes, your core, and that's what's going to give you that burst for sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and for MMA, if you don't have core, you don't have anything. It goes for jiu-jitsu, goes for boxing, kickboxing. It all comes from the hips and the core. So there it is. And that's what it works on.
Love it. What was her name again?
Amanda Hellinger.
There you go.
And what do you think, Jay? Time to start the show?
I think it's time to
settle down.
I'm so excited for this episode.
1, 2, 3.
Karate. Yeah.
Defense is my specialty.
It looks like a sturgeon.
Combat.
Back off my dick.
Sex.
Don't think I won't slap you.
The Jewish rainbow?
Wanna Snickers and chill?
Mind control. Hey everyone, welcome to the Savage Podcast.
Glad to have you, motherfuckers. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what's new?
Twitter.
Jesus Christ.
I can't even.
Let's fucking jump into the deep end.
Okay. Did you know we had a poll going?
No.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
We had a poll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I put this up on Twitter 3 days ago.
Okay.
It was a 3-day poll.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that works. And the poll was, who would you like to be our first guest of the year 2017?
Sav Joe.
Yeah. Well, that was, and then that poll was over. And then we put another poll up. And this poll had 4 of our favorite people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. And let me reiterate. It's not just the first guest of 2017.
Right.
It's the New Year's Day special.
Mm-hmm.
It's also our 20th episode anniversary.
No, I can't wait.
It's going to be huge. Yeah. We're just going to call it cock.
Hashtag cock.
Hashtag cock. The 4 people involved in this poll were at The Naked Porch, which is a great podcast.
I love them. They're great.
They are great.
They're so great.
We're going to have them on no matter what.
Yes, we are.
A Beardo and a Weirdo, and that's at Captain Beard 93. Hilarious Englishmen.
I've noticed they've been giving us so much love.
They have.
They've been, man.
We got to get them on too.
They are great.
And they sound great.
Yeah.
I love the English accent. I love
It's the best.
that Sussex sex.
It is sassy. You're right.
Yeah. It is sassy.
It's sassy as Sussex.
Yeah. Then we had legendary MMA fighter Phil Baroni.
Oh my goodness.
We're going to talk about Phil in a little bit.
All right.
And we had I can't find enough words to describe this guy.
Yeah.
We'll go into him too, but at Mad for MMA 1. MMA the number 4. Mad the number 4. MMA the number 1. I'm really high. So that's Sean Jackson. And he's he's an MMA fan.
Yeah.
He's going against these big guns, right?
Yeah.
You know, you got guys with 80,000 followers, 40,000 followers, legends of MMA, all kinds of shit, right?
Yeah.
This dude pulled off the victory
Wow.
with 38% of the popular vote.
Wow.
No recount.
No recount.
No controversy.
Wow.
0. He won.
Fucking winner.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to have him on the show.
He sounds like a great guy.
He really does.
He's got more love. Did you see the love?
I saw the love.
Did you see the people?
Oh my goodness. His people. Let's just talk about his people just for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk about all these people.
His people he's got such a great, like everyone has a lot of, followers, whether you have a lot, a little, it doesn't matter. He's got very loyal followers, like oddly. It's almost like he created 20,000. Is it how many followers does he have?
5,000 about.
It's like he created 5,000 accounts and talks to himself all day because these people, they love him.
Yeah.
And they're so loyal and they're great people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's great.
He's great.
He's great too for reaching out and talking with them and getting involved with them. And they deserve it and he deserves it.
You're right. And I wish I had all the names on hand, and when he's on, we'll go over some of the ones. But there's a guy, and I can't remember what his Twitter handle is, but I know he goes by Rizzo. Rizzo, I know you're
Rizzo,
listening.
yeah.
That dude's a savage.
Rizzo.
Boxer.
Man, what?
He looks like a tough
He's
motherfucker.
A tough motherfucker.
He
looks like he punches the keys
on
whatever he's using, whether it's his keyboard or his phone.
Yeah.
To type whatever he's typing.
Yep.
He's a
and it comes out correctly every time.
Every fucking
that phone is like no.
He's a mean mamma jamma.
No. I'd put him in against Floyd.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good for Floyd.
Not at all.
One left hook from that guy. Good night.
Fuck.
So yeah, those were some of the people that were just all over it. They were boom. It was like, oh my God, I didn't expect it to get like this.
Yeah.
Waking up in the morning to 149 notifications, all for Sean.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck, man? This guy is an everyman. Tattoo artist.
Mm-hmm.
I think he owns a diner.
Wow.
Runs a flea market. Buys and sells gold. And was a member on the board panel for True MMA Hall of Fame.
Can you just repeat that? I don't know if I heard
A
you.
member of the board for the true MMA Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. I thought that's what you said.
First inductee, Fedor Emelianenko. No big deal.
Yeah. Wow.
You ever heard of him?
Huh.
Okay. Greatest heavyweight of all time.
Jeez.
So, and he's just like one of those guys that looks like he does everything. And I
Yeah.
guess that's why probably everyone loves him.
Sure.
Let's talk about Phil Baroni, though.
Okay. Before we go into that,
Yeah.
let's just take a second to thank all of the people that voted,
Mm-hmm.
all of the fans of not only our podcast,
Mm-hmm.
but the podcast of everyone you just mentioned.
Yep.
Thank you very much for the support.
Yep.
It was great. That poll came out better than we imagined.
Yeah, we didn't know it was going to be like that.
It was wonderful.
And all you guys are all cool. I mean, we'll have you all on eventually.
Absolutely.
Especially, the two podcasts, Naked Porch and Beardo and a Weirdo. They're really cool. We'll have them on.
Okay.
So,
Good.
but yeah, Phil Baroni.
Phil.
Phil got a little salty.
He got sassy?
He got sassy.
Uh-oh.
Halfway through the poll, it looked like he was going to pull out.
Okay.
And I had to kind of like jab him and keep him, interested. And then when he lost,
Ooh.
he didn't like that at all.
Well, he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
No one likes to lose, but
No.
But did he lose in any specific way? I mean, did he?
Yeah. He got landslided.
Oh.
Yeah. It was Obama Romney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, he got salty.
Yeah.
He got salty. And then
Wow.
Rizzo called him out on it.
Ooh.
Baroni called everyone dorks because we were blowing up his timeline.
No shit.
Yep. He was like, I don't know who the fuck you dorks are, but you're blowing up my timeline.
Yeah.
And Rizzo, the badass that he is, he said, dorks, huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. You didn't win. So shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Rizzo said that.
Wow.
Catfight.
Catfight. Fucking number 2.
Yeah. With
Live.
a dog involved.
Jeez.
Yeah, with a live dog.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was awesome. That was awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah. So sorry, Phil.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I'm not sorry, but
yeah, I know.
you still have credentials, man.
You're still the man. We still want you on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though you're mad at us right now.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
This is,
Text me, Phil. Text
Yeah.
me. Text me, Phil.
It's still our show. Get over it.
Did you start reading Seed yet?
I did.
Uh-huh. How
Mhm.
far into it are you?
Well, I started reading it about 3.5 days ago.
Oh, nice. And you are?
Yeah. So, let's see. I think the book is about 249.50 pages ish.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I am on. Let's see. After today, I'm probably on 50. Probably the 53rd word.
There it is.
I don't read really. I don't read I'm a fighter.
Not a reader.
I can read your fucking fists. I can read your feet. I can read which way your head's going. I can read your heartbeat. But fucking put a book in front of me, it takes me a while.
So,
I'll try my hardest though.
little note out there to other fighters who might fight Jay, bring a book.
Bring a book if you want to tap me out. Fucking bring a book and I'll sit down and read it, and then you can try and beat me.
Yeah, throw the book throw the book at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book.
Yeah.
That's gonna can't wait to review that.
Yeah.
Anya Alborn, right out of Poland.
Yes.
She'll be on.
So for what I have read so far, everything is articulated very well.
Mm-hmm.
The storyline is starting to amp up a little bit.
Mhm.
It's such a great read.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not really the best reader, but as far as reading goes, I'm actually going pretty fast on this one. It's
Nice.
It's a great book so far. And I can't wait to finish it. I spoke with you on the phone earlier, and we were just talking about how the only time I really read it is at night,
Yeah.
because I saw the look in your face when you were talking about her, and it just reading it at night in the dark with like just a flashlight, like when you're a kid and you're underneath the covers. That's kind of what I'm doing.
So
I need the whole fucking effect.
All right, you're trying to get the environment going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's scary as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
I know.
legit scary book.
If I call me, you fucking answer.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm not reading it anymore unless you're in the upper bunk bed.
Okay, and I always am.
I know.
And I always am.
I know, and I still text you. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
He texts me from the lower bunk, Joe, and then I ignore it, act like I'm not there. He knows I'm reading my Facebook. Fuck Facebook.
I know you're reading your Facebook. Oh my God. Oh my God. I almost just fired you. Don't let me find out you have a Facebook.
Never. You know I won't. You know I don't. So what up?
Nothing. What's up? What's up with you?
Well, just living the dream, being famous.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard.
it's kind of hard being famous.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of crazy. We have so many fucking guests coming up. We are booked through what? February almost?
Yeah, almost to February now.
And these are consistent guests. We bumped our recording up from 1 time a week, as you've noticed, to right now we're at 3 times a week.
We'll be here 3 times a week for you guys.
That's why we've been blowing up on Twitter, because our content is everywhere right now.
Yeah, all over the world, actually.
You can find us on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You can also email us your questions.
Okay, and that's podcastsavage@gmail.com.
Sure is.
Okay.
You can check us out on YouTube.
We have a YouTube?
We sure do.
Is there like a channel that you can subscribe to?
There is.
Oh, okay, everybody. You know what to do.
And everybody, you fucking better.
Yeah, subscribe.
Right now.
We need that Bill Nye money.
You can also check us out on our what the fuck is that app called?
Snapchat.
Yeah. But make sure you put a space in between or else we're going to find you.
In between what?
In between the Savage and the AF.
What's AF stand for?
As fuck.
Ah, okay, there it is.
Savage space AF.
What happens if I put Savage AF with no space?
You're going to find the Devil Child.
Hmm.
I have no idea who the fuck this is. Did we ever send her a chat?
No,
Snap, I mean?
No, we've been so busy with questions, emails, guests that I don't think we've had a chance to hit her up yet.
You're right.
Maybe we'll get her on
Yeah.
and then fire her.
Maybe we should stop firing interns.
No. That's not happening.
That's never going to stop.
That's not happening. If you are in the area, in the Buffalo area, and, oh, shit, we forgot Twitter, @PodcastSavage.
Boom.
Sorry.
Well, don't be sorry for that because everybody already knows that one.
That was I figured, but I figured I'd just bring
I don't
it
know
up.
if there's anyone left on the planet that's not following right now.
If you are in the Buffalo area and you did not listen to episode 5, please send us your bio resume. We need an intern. Shit's getting crazy here.
Shit is getting crazy.
Also, don't listen to episode 5 if you're an intern.
Yeah. Listen to it after we fire you.
Yeah.
Should I have said that?
Nope.
Okay.
No, that's not conducive to a good work environment at all. If you are an intern in the area and you know anything about sound, social media, marketing, communications, business, feel free to send your resume, bio, our way to our email, and we will consider firing you. So come on the Savage Podcast and get your ass fired.
Right.
No better way to get famous.
No better way.
We should get a T-shirt that says "I was fired on the Savage Podcast."
God,
How
you're
fucking cool
so
would
right.
that be?
And in a swag bag for all our guests.
Oh, hey, now that you bring that up,
yeah.
do we have a website coming?
Oh, we sure do.
Wow. And what are we using to make that website?
We are using Squarespace.
Fantastic company.
Squarespace.com right now. We bought our subscription for the value of what we're doing and the product that we're going to produce. I don't know why they're not selling it for something astronomically higher.
If you notice, if we don't believe in it and we don't use it, we don't talk about it.
Right.
You can trust that if we say it's sweet, it's sweet.
It's great.
And Squarespace is great.
It is great.
Now, will we have T-shirts?
Yes, we're going to have T-shirts for men, women, all sizes.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Okay. Will we have, do you think maybe we could do stickers?
Yes.
Really?
We can do stickers.
I love stickers. Here we go.
In fact, we're working something out behind the scenes
Mm-hmm.
where if you come to our website, we're trying to figure out the dynamics right now on how to get you fucking listeners some free swag.
Ooh, I love free swag.
Everybody loves fucking free swag.
Yeah, especially if it's got our logo. Have you seen our logo, people? Have you seen the logo that Jay created with his mind penis?
Yeah, it's a sexy logo.
It could be a flag. I want to start a new country
Mm-hmm.
and have that be the flag.
Okay, good.
Yeah. We're going to do that too.
It's going to be me, you, and Henzo that live there.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're just going to kind of hang out and look at the flag.
Our national animal will be the coral belt. And our theme song will also be the coral belt.
Always playing.
Yeah, always playing.
Oh.
So we'll have stickers, and we're gonna try and get it so that you get some free swag, because who doesn't want T-shirts, stickers? What if you train jujitsu and you're a guy that likes to put patches on your gi?
Well, then you should check out our website.
Oh.
We're gonna announce a release date. Let's say next podcast.
All right, I'm in.
We'll release, or maybe we should do it the first.
Okay,
We'll figure it out.
We'll
We'll
figure it
announce it.
just if you pay attention, you'll know.
Yeah. But if you're looking for a nice, fucking sick patch
Mm-hmm.
for your gi,
And I am.
you're gonna check out our website because they're gonna be available. The
That-
logo of the podcast
Mm-hmm.
on your gi to
Oh,
show
God.
support, and it's not just helping. It's not just helping us out. What it is you're standing for you're standing for something a little bit more in the jiu-jitsu world.
Sure.
Right now, Joe and I, we're pushing as hard as we can to get jiu-jitsu put on TV.
Yeah.
Fuck all that. Those sports, you hit the quarterback. I grew up playing football. I fucking breathed.
Jay played football,
Yeah, and I loved it. It was my life.
but
But now that all these fucking rules are coming out, where you hit the only reason I played football, if you don't fucking know me,
Yeah.
is to hit somebody as hard as I got a penalty once because I was on defense and I fucking hit somebody too hard on the offense and they had the ball.
right.
How the fuck does that make sense?
Yeah. Now they were in the stands and eating popcorn, but still, you should be able to hit them.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're fucking right. But with jujitsu,
You can get everybody.
you can fucking tap. You can jump into the crowd and start tapping motherfuckers
Mhm.
because chances are they're practitioners as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yes, we are trying to push for the for the ideals and the concepts of jiu-jitsu and everything that it stands for and just the freedom. And if you notice, if you listen to anyone that Eddie Bravo, Joe Rogan, they're all sass mouths.
They're sassy as hell.
Like they take jiu-jitsu so seriously, but they have a fun side. It's not all.
it's not all.
It's not like
no.
you know.
It's not like boxing where everybody's real serious.
Right.
Now here's the thing. Here's the paradox. Boxing is called the sweet science.
Hmm.
But if you ask me, jiu-jitsu is the sweet science.
I'd say so.
That's like a chess game with humans.
It really is. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah. Human chess.
Every action, there's a reaction, and every reaction causes somebody's action.
Yeah.
So, not only do you need to know what you're doing,
Yep.
you need to know what your next looks will be.
Yep.
Time it out, and just like on a chessboard,
Mm-hmm.
move a piece, which it might be your hand, your arm, any of your pillars, your legs, your feet,
Yep.
your head, your back,
You got to be steps ahead.
stomach, your fucking hair.
Yeah.
There's a reason why we wear our hair this way. and
Yeah.
it's to win.
Yeah, it's to win. This is called winner's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No loser hair.
which is every other hair.
Yeah.
So, getting the patch is going to symbolize everything there is about being a fucking savage. Anytime I think of savage besides us is dude with fingers.
Kurt Osiander.
Yeah, that's him. He's a fucking savage. If you listen or watch his YouTube videos,
That's a savage.
he's a fucking savage. He's a monster beast. Great guy. He always ends his shit with something like "fuck ISIS."
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
He's great.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
He does not give a fuck.
Right. And we're pushing for everybody to know who the fuck Savage Podcast is and everyone to know what jiu-jitsu is because it's so important to us.
So if you're interested in jiu-jitsu, there's a few things we want you to just go right now and check out. One of them is EBI. That's the Eddie Bravo Invitational. Just Google it, go on YouTube, and just watch how it's done. If you aren't excited by that, then fighting or anything like that isn't for you. Stick to watching the cars go around in a circle, whatever the fuck it is you do with your redneck family. So check out EBI.
Mm-hmm.
Check out Henzo Gracie. Check out any Gracie.
Yeah, just check out Gracie.
Yeah, check out Kurt Osiander.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. These are the guys that are going to show you, like, right up front what jiu-jitsu is all about.
Right.
And why we're pushing for it to be way more visible in the world than it is.
Yeah. Oh, here's something for our women or feminine guys who may look at, or even like the manly man that's like, I'm never going to grapple around with another man because you're sweating and blah, 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 blah. Okay.
And penis.
Oh, yeah, and penis. Okay.
Let me tell you.
Let me just, okay. Let's start with this.
Go.
Settle the fuck down.
Ease up.
Okay? Because jiu-jitsu is designed for self-defense and turned into something much, much more.
Yeah.
It takes a lifetime to get close to thinking that you master it, and still, even the ones that made it aren't masters of it technically because there's so many new things being developed.
Yep.
My point here is, okay, I'm going to just say in a general sense, women, let's just put out the imaginary fucking, all right, so the guy jumps on a girl. You're on the ground. What are you going to do? I'm panicking.
Yeah.
You study fucking jiu-jitsu, and you're going to be able to have a better chance of surviving.
Not only that, but it'll also give you the time to get yourself out of the situation that you've gotten yourself into.
Right. And the time is such a bit, the time and the space, if you are diligent with your jiu-jitsu, you'll be able to handle yourself and get into a better position and possibly get out or hurt the motherfucker.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
those are the positions that we're in. If we went into guard or any of the other great positions, you're in a position of offense and defense, offense and defense.
Yep.
So it makes sense for women to, okay, yeah, I got my self-defense course. Oh, I got this. I got that. No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
You're going to stand up one-on-one and try and box a dude?
Nope.
Not going to happen.
No. Especially if he's bigger than you.
Right.
Now, here's the real deal about that. You could learn a few things, but if you get hit by a man who outweighs you by 100 pounds, you're going to sleep. And that's the same for Jay and I.
Right.
We're fighting a 350-pound man, and he gets a hold of you. You're in a little. If all you can do is a few throat punches and throw a jab, you're fucked. Especially if you get taken
to the ground,
which is where
on your fucking back, waiting for trouble to happen.
And that's where almost everything ends up.
Right.
How often do you see a fight, unless it's between two fighters,
right,
stay on the feet?
Yep.
Very rare.
Right. And then this goes also for guys. You're absolutely out of your mind, and you're a fucking idiot if you're like, oh yeah, I don't want grappling around with another guy that's fucking gay. You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I have to say that on this episode, but you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, yeah. Jay and I, we've touched each other.
So many times.
Yeah. And it's only been gay 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if even if there's actually a pretty big population of gay jiu-jitsu practitioners.
And MMA fighters. Yeah.
And MMA fighters.
Sure. And good.
I
would never be afraid to roll. I don't understand people who are like that.
No, not at all.
No.
You shouldn't be.
Not at all.
So, drop your fucking ego. And anyone that doesn't have the fucking strength, stop worrying about it.
Nope.
Drop off that ego, get your fucking mind right, and do some jiu-jitsu, man.
I think EBI 10 is tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah, the bantamweights. I think Gio Martinez.
What's the date?
The 2nd. Oh, man, I might be wrong on this.
Okay.
I might be wrong on this.
All right.
I'm pretty sure though tomorrow on Fight Pass is EBI. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
let me talk a little. Jay, just figure that out. It's EBI 10. The EBI format. If you want to know what jiu-jitsu is about, this is the most exciting format there is. It's submission only. which keeps the pace moving. A lot of times in point and submission formats, what'll happen is there's a lot of stalling, and guys can win just on points, and it can be kind of boring and kind of droll. With submission only, it forces the guy to attack constantly, and also lets him attack constantly by letting the attacker get into positions that he normally wouldn't if points were being scored against him. So it keeps the pace moving real fast. And it's a nice, I think it's an 8-minute round, maybe 10. And what happens is at the end of that, if there's no submission, they go into this sudden death overtime.
How do they do the overtime?
Well, what'll happen is one guy will take an advantageous position and try to submit the other guy while that guy tries to get out. Okay? That guy has to get out. Now, if he gets submitted, the other guy gets a chance to submit that guy faster.
Right.
So it's constant like, oh God, and you're starting out in these terrible positions like back control and arm bar, and it's like, it's terrible. If no one submits anybody through the 3 rounds of overtime, they take the fastest escape times. So it's this constant attack, escape, and you see some beautiful, beautiful technique when this goes down. And it's a bracket format. It's a tournament format. So this guy beats that guy, he moves on to the next round. So if you're tracking your guy, he gets all the way to the finals and tracks your other guy, and he's in the finals, then you've got a war of guys that have now grappled 3 times in one night. These are warriors.
Yeah.
Savage, handsome.
Yeah.
Most of them handsome.
Yeah.
Warriors.
There's a guy, I forgot his name, but he's in EBI. I think I've seen a couple times, but I believe he's missing either fingers or a hand.
Yeah.
And he's still fucking ridiculous.
That guy would wrap you up so quick, it's not even funny.
It's crazy. And oftentimes it actually looks like it's an advantage.
Yeah, because you can't grab him.
Yeah. Try fighting someone with a baseball bat attached to their arm.
Yeah.
And it's like a choking stick.
Yeah.
Don't get fucked with that choking stick.
I've considered double amputation to get my black belt.
Right. It's incredible.
What'd you find out, Jay?
December 2nd, which is today.
Oh.
So we're going to have to be recapping this motherfucker, so we'll check it out.
Fight Pass, right?
Yeah, we haven't missed it yet. We can check it out after we
Beautiful.
record.
So it's on tonight. So we'll recap this for sure.
Yeah.
I believe Gary Tonnen is back. No, it's Eddie Cummings, who has won every tournament that he's been in EBI, leg lock specialist under John Donaher, who is the most famous leg lock guy. Knee bars, ankle locks, shit just that rips your tendons and ligaments in your leg apart. And on the other side, you've got Gio Martinez. Yeah. And the Martinez brothers are not to be trifled with. One of their nicknames is the Boogeyman. I think that's Gio. I think Gio's nickname is the Boogeyman. One of the brothers is a break dancer. So you get this guy on the ground, you're not keeping him there. Just saying.
Yeah. One thing about jiu-jitsu is, so you look at wrestling, high school, college, whatever level, and the idea is to pin the guy on his back. Guy, girl, whatever. On their back.
Right.
Right. In jiu-jitsu, the way you win is by essentially, you make them tap, but why are they tapping?
Let's talk about that.
So you have someone in a position where your legs are wrapped around their body and you're pulling back on their arm and you're torquing the elbow going backwards. It's hyperextending.
Right.
And there's videos on YouTube of bullies picking on kids, and the fucking kid that's getting picked on dips out, takes him down to the ground into a jiu-jitsu format, and fucking arm bars the fuck out of the bully.
And if he doesn't quit?
His fucking arm is going home with the dude getting picked on.
And you will break because you've got your entire body's weight and leverage against your elbow.
One joint.
Yeah, one joint. And that's breaking.
Right.
The choke.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Basically, no matter what choke you're going for, you've got your bicep or the blade of your forearm, that bone there, cutting off both of the carotid arteries that supply much needed blood and oxygen to the brain. Right. And you got about, depending on who you are and how thick your neck is, whether you've got like a little neck or a tree trunk like Jay, and I'm talking about his penis, and now we'll talk about his neck. It's huge. That was about his penis too. And then what happens is you got about anywhere from 6 to 13 seconds before you black out and go to sleep. And if you're in that position, they can do whatever they want to you. They can continue to beat you up, or they can run and get help because you're probably trying to mug them or something like that.
Right.
So that's why jiu-jitsu is so great.
Right.
So those are the things: knee bar, joint manipulation, and chokes
Yeah.
in millions of different ways, much variety.
And believe it or not, there's a right way and a wrong way to choke somebody.
Sure.
I mean, these are all things that you would go over with somebody that's skillful enough to teach you.
Yep.
But if you think, oh, if Jimmy's going to get attacked, I'm just going to jump on his back and choke.
No.
No,
No.
No.
You're going to burn your arms out.
not at all. So get into the fucking jits. Get into the jits.
Find a jits gym near you.
Get the fucking jits,
Yeah.
would you?
Yeah, get the jits, would you?
Fuck.
Everybody relax.
Now, did we fucking harp on that enough? Go out and fucking do something. Jesus.
Yeah, God. Jesus Christ.
What's up?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I got kettlebells tomorrow morning.
Good.
Don't let me miss that.
Should we get a sneak preview of a couple of our next guests coming up?
Yeah, let's talk about who do we have coming on next?
I think we have Bees. We have Blake.
We have Blake, Sav Beezer.
Yeah. I can't wait to get him on the show.
He's wild.
He's funny as fuck.
Wild and funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Great guy.
You have to check out next week's episode. Or I'm sorry, when is it? It's in just a few days.
It'll air
my
Monday.
God, we're going so fast.
Yeah, it's going by really quickly. This show is aging us.
Yeah, it is.
We're getting more handsome.
Yeah,
We're like fine wine. We've got Beezer coming on. Hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Who's after that?
We have, I don't know if I should be saying his name. I'm not gonna, but let me give you a little background.
Okay.
He is, fucking hilarious.
Awesome.
He happens to be a homosexual,
Nice.
and he's got a ton of stories, particularly sexual ones,
Ooh.
that get juicy.
All right. Tune the fuck in for
Tune the
that.
fuck-
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Who the fuck is that guy?
And that's what he says when he wakes up in the morning.
Yeah. We also have, should we be yeah, fuck it. Give it away.
Go.
We have Drac. He's the tattoo artist that did the Wookiee.
Yeah.
He did the face
Mm-hmm.
to chest,
Yep.
stomach
To penis.
to taint.
Right. Right across the penis.
He did my tattoo.
Nice.
And he's gonna be coming on. He is not only a tattoo artist, but he is a fucking rock star.
And you all know who he is.
Everybody. I mean, it doesn't. I shouldn't even announce him because
You all know who
everybody
he is.
knows who fucking Drac is.
Drakenberg.
He's going to be coming on sharing some of his insane stories while he traveled the fucking world with big bands, doing his thing.
Awesome.
And then we have I'm going to wrap it up with that one.
Okay.
We'll
We'll save I got a couple secret guests coming up.
Yeah.
Got some good shit coming up for you.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We didn't want to do questions, right?
No.
We had one question come in.
One?
Yeah, we had one question come in.
Well, Joe, in order to get questions, you have to check the email.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Did you forget to check the email?
I did.
Because I saw a lot of email questions. I just I didn't bring them today because
There were so many. Like when I looked at the inbox and I saw 3 digits, I kind of got disheartened and I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to dive into this today.
yeah, when it's less than 1,000
It's not
emails, it's not,
It's not worth it.
because we can get to all of them in one show.
Yeah. Yeah. When it's less than 1,000.
Jesus.
But we will touch on. I just want to touch on one thing. This question was brought up to us, and she asked us to answer it like 3 shows ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I of course ignored it.
Let's spend the entire time.
Yeah.
Talking about this fucking question.
Okay, good. I'm in.
I don't know who it is, but we're gonna answer it.
Okay.
And then she can shut the fuck up.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
There's a girl.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to know if maybe the reason that our calls get dropped and the reception goes off and our Wi-Fi gets fucked up, it's because of aliens.
Okay.
What do you think about that?
You're talking about generally when we're out and about. And the
Digital
Wi-Fi.
malfunction.
Okay.
Digital malfunction due to
Alien interference.
alien interference and possible observation.
Oh.
You know, their digital shit mixing with our digital shit.
Wow.
Also, possibly a reason for the extinctions of the dinosaurs, but we covered the real reason for that
Last
a
episode.
couple episodes ago.
Oh, yeah.
A couple episodes ago. So that's wrong. Nailed that right off the bat. Let's talk about aliens. Jay, what do you think about aliens?
What do I think about them? I think it's not a good idea to just write it off.
No.
Not at all.
No.
I mean, let's just say that we haven't seen one fucking come in his spaceship and come over here with his Chinese shaped head. Yeah, I said it.
He said it.
I love you fucking Chinese people.
Yeah, but coincidence here? Coincidence?
Smart as fuck.
Same shape head.
Jesus.
Same shape eyes.
Advanced technology.
Super smart.
Right?
Yeah. Could
I don't know.
Could the Asians be are they aliens?
Disguised
Yeah.
as Asians?
Yeah.
They could be.
Not huge fans of the probe though, so that part doesn't match up.
Yeah, well, if you saw their porn, you'd probably understand.
Oh, okay. Great. I don't watch a lot of Asian porn.
No.
Everything in my porn hub starts with the word midget.
Yeah.
So, aliens, I think the realist. I mean, if you don't think that there's something out there with as big as this universe is,
right,
you might be crazy.
Right.
On the other hand, if you wear a tinfoil hat and claim that someone brought you onto a ship, you're probably crazy too.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't have any justifications for somebody sitting there with tinfoil on their head. There might be. I don't know.
I've seen some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually. Everyone has a story.
Mm-hmm. This is not. I don't have this one in my repertoire, but please.
This is an actual thing.
Okay.
Maybe someone out there can explain this. Jay knows this. I'm an amateur astronomer.
Mm-hmm.
I love, the universe, space, physics, all that stuff.
Right.
So whenever I would go out to my cabin, I'd bring my 2 telescopes and my high-powered binoculars, and I'd look up because it's super dark out there. Okay. And I was looking up one time, and I saw, stars never resolve to anything bigger than a point of light. No matter how powerful your telescope is, it's always a point of light because they're so far away.
Right.
If you look at Jupiter with a high-powered enough telescope, you can start to see the face of Jupiter and clouds and things on it. You can never do that with a star because they're just too far away. Right. So I had this point of light I was fixated on that I swear to God was not supposed to be there because I knew that star field.
Mm-hmm.
And this motherfucker, I'm not even kidding, while I was looking at it, went like this. Bink, 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 and then was gone. The shape I just made for Jay was a small triangle that probably covered an area the size of an eraser if you held up to your face.
Mm-hmm.
But it went whoom, 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 and then took off. I have never seen it since, and I saw it that one time.
So it made the shape of like the bullet that killed Kennedy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Same thing. Same exact thing. Wow. That's what the bullet would have had to done to do what they said it did.
Right. And for all the people that don't know out there, when you're looking up at the stars, there's a good chance that the stars you're looking at, since it's a beam of light, that star is no longer in existence.
Right.
What you're doing is you're looking at the light from a time past, because it takes so long for that beam of light to reach the lenses of your eyes that there's a decent chance, since there's billions of stars you're looking out at in the sky, that
it's gone.
It's gone.
So if you were to stand on the moon, which is 220,000 miles away, and shine a flashlight, if that flashlight was powerful enough to reach Earth, it would take that person on Earth 8 seconds
to receive
light
it.
waves.
Yeah.
If you're 5 billion light years away.
Mm-hmm.
By the time your light, which is the image you're seeing of the star, that star is probably gone.
Right.
So what'll happen is you'll see an explosion in the sky called a supernova,
Mm-hmm.
and that, like we saw one in 1987.
Yeah.
There was a supernova in 1987. It's a pretty famous one. And they determined that that star actually exploded before dinosaurs walked the earth.
Isn't that great?
It's a beautiful thing to think about.
Yeah.
That scares a lot of people.
Yeah, that's something that we should dig deep into sometime.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, it scares a lot of people. Growing up as a kid, you're looking at these stars and you think it's an object that's just sitting there, almost like your buddy's holding a flashlight that's across the room.
Sure.
And you can see it. You can see that the object that he's holding is a flashlight and that it's tangible.
Yeah.
But you're not understanding that it takes time for the light from that flashlight to be processed by you.
Yeah.
So I think that is kind of a truly scary topic.
Yeah. Well, they even determined that the way that light works is that the people that you even see all around you every day are generally 0.00001 second older than they appear to you.
Yes.
So the farther that person gets away, the more they age. That's how time and light play. It's a very, very mysterious thing going on in the universe. And, I think we take it for granted sometimes. I think it's really cool. That I could sit in bed, sick as a dog, and still think about things like that and be okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love that shit.
I can't wait to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna take one of these times and talk about this.
We're gonna have an astronomy episode.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get a local astronomer from UB or something in.
That would be great.
And pick his fucking brain, because I have this theory. Do you want to hear? Can I just share my theory really quick?
Please, yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
I came up with this when I was about 16 years old.
This is coined, by the way. So
Yeah.
if you try and steal it, put it in a journal. First of all, you're gonna get fucking tapped.
We're gonna find you.
Yeah, and then we're not even gonna let you know what happens next.
No,
you'll figure it out.
Definitely involves a coral belt. So I had this theory when I started figuring out how light acts in the world and how fast it is. Light travels at 180,000 miles per second, or 5.6 trillion miles per year. That's how fast it is. So I always thought, with the way with what Jay just described as, looking out into the universe, you're looking back in time. Some of those stars aren't there. So I always had this little experiment in my mind that I came up with. And that was, if you had a spaceship that could travel faster than light, let's say 2 times faster than light, and you knew a star was going to explode, could you start traveling towards that star, reach a point where that star explodes before the people on Earth see it, but you see it because you're closer, and then turn your ship around and pass the image that's traveling to the Earth because you're going faster than it, park your machine back on Earth, and re-witness the explosion?
So you're saving the explosion?
No, you're going towards the star that you know is going to explode because it exploded long ago. You're going fast enough that the light of the explosion reaches you because you're so far out into outer space that you see the star explode and you see the image come to you. But the people on Earth are so far away that they haven't seen the explosion yet. Then you turn the spaceship around. And because you're going faster than light.
Oh, you're saying you get close enough
that
you see it.
Would you pass through the image and see the star reform and then get back to Earth in time to turn around to be there for when the star explodes for the people on Earth?
The answer, I know the answer.
What's that?
The answer is yes, you would.
Yeah.
It's called time travel.
Yeah, there it is.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I thought of that when I was 16 years old.
Yeah.
And I asked everyone about it, and I think that's why they put me into those weird classes and why I eventually dropped out.
Right. Yeah, go figure. Figuring out Einstein's law of relativity. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
You're going to ask about stars and, you should be learning about Snooki, motherfucker.
He's got ADD.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. We're not even going to go there.
Yeah, So yeah, we'll have an episode on that stuff.
That's so interesting.
A lot of cool, interesting things I can bring up that I think would be really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I always loved the twin paradox.
What's that?
That is there's a whole big fucking NASA name, and when I was done naming it, we came up with the twin paradox, but that's when you have twins and they're roughly the same age, but one is just a little bit older because he came out first, right?
Mm-hmm.
You send him up to space, and when he comes back down, he's actually younger than the twin on Earth.
Because of the way time behaves.
Right. Because the theory is the further away from you get from a massive object, the slower time is.
Yeah.
So it's almost like if you dropped a marble on a bed sheet, it leaves an imprint.
Yep.
And that's kind of how time is set up. So the gravitational pull pulls towards it. The further away you get, the less affected it is. So it affects time as well. I always thought that was so interesting, and I believe, I think they sent monkeys up. I think they sent monkeys up that were
chimps.
Chimps. My apologies.
That's okay.
Chimps. No, I'm glad you corrected me because the rest of the world would have never corrected me.
Yeah, those are apes, people.
Yeah. So you send one twin up, or close enough in age, whatever, comes back down, and it happens to be younger.
Yeah.
When it left older.
Yeah.
And it's so mind blowing.
It is mind blowing. I know, because time behaves differently depending on the mass. I mean, a massive object will functionally change the behavior of time space around it.
Right, which means we all have our own gravitational pull. Any object.
Any object, absolutely. Any object has its own gravitational pull. Speaking of that, there was a thing that Einstein came up with, which is always a really cool thing. If you got someone who's, like you want to really fuck with someone's brain, there's a theory out there that Einstein came up with, and it goes with relativity. All things the same, if everything in the known universe, and I mean everything, the button on your shirt, the dildo in your closet, the cells in your mitochondria, if everything blew up overnight to 2 billion times the size that it is now at the same rate in the same size, you would know. You wouldn't know.
Right.
And it could do that right now if it was doing it at the same time, shrinking, enlarging at the same time at the same rate, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Right.
That's the theory of relativity.
Mm-hmm.
You need something of a variable to tell the state of an object. And that's what I say about my penis.
Yeah.
Constantly shrinking, and it's huge, but you don't know because everything else is huge.
You don't know because everything else seems small. Oh my God. There you have it, Joe's penis.
Astronomy.